Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Shannon Reese, and on this episode of Spotlight on Success, I'm going to give you 3 things that you must be doing with each of your clients to make sure that they are achieving rapid results from your coaching and that you are receiving raving reviews that you deserve. That's what you have to look forward to on this episode of Spotlight on Success. Are you tapped into how your clients learn? That's what I want to share with you today, because there are 3 types of learning styles, and those are the 3 things that you must be tapping into in every connection, communication that you have with your clients. We're going to talk about those today. So let's start with learning style number 1, one that a lot of people are aware of, and that's visual learners. Who are the visual learners? They're the ones who gather their information by seeing it, by reading it, by searching the internet. Those are the ones who draw in their information through their eyes. The next type of learner is the auditory learner, and those learners actually absorb information best through their ears. So they want to hear instructions, they want to hear guidelines, they want to listen to audio recordings. That's how they best process information. And thirdly, they're the kinesthetic learners. Those people are the hands-on, get in there, do it, work it out, get their hands dirty, whatever project they're working on. They want to be manually doing it. They want to just jump right in there and get started writing or cutting if they're cutting something, or hammering something if they're building something. But they're the hands-on people. So you've got to make sure that in order to really share your training in an impactful way, that you are tapping into each of those 3 learning styles together. So how you develop your systems, your training, make sure that you're tapping into each of those. So let's look at an example, an actual example. Say that you needed your client to develop a business plan. How would you approach that visual learner? Well, you'd want to give him or her, pictorial representations of business plans, something they can actually look at, or written or typed instructions of step by step, here's how you create a business plan. Or show them a list of, this is your to-do list. Here's where I want you to start. Here's where I want you to finish. But actual things that they can see. That's the best way to tap in and get that information across to them. For the auditory learners, they want to hear the instructions. So record something for them to listen to. Tell them step by step, this is what I want you to do. But make sure that you're tapping into the auditory functioning and how they gather their information. And then lastly, the kinesthetic learner. That type of individual is going to just jump right in and start writing. They're going to make a list of the components of a business plan, or start sketching out an outline of their business plan, either creating a mind map on the screen or handwriting it out. But they're going to get in there and start doing it, or actually just start at the top and start writing what they think belongs in a business plan, and then check back with you and make sure that they're on the right track. So you can see how you could develop a training or just in your normal interactions with your client, and how you could tap into each of those 3 things. Very, very important. Whenever I work with a business client or a golf client, I am aware of whether or not I am tapping into each of those 3 areas with my client, so that I can guarantee that they are absorbing the information properly. Now, when we talk about learning styles, just real quick, everybody has a dominant learning style, and that's the main way that they take in information. But we also have secondary modes of learning, which is why it is so vital that you encompass all 3 in every single way that you share information with clients, or even in the way that you're trying to draw prospects in. Make sure that you're tapping into the way that they gather their information and process it, so that your message is getting across. This is so important. So I hope that you will take some time this week to kind of look over your business systems and reflect on whether or not and how you are tapping into each of those 3 learning styles: auditory, visual, kinesthetic. Make sure that you're touching on every single one of those. And if you're missing something, get creative and add that component. Think about all the numerous ways that we repurpose our content, just from a blog post to a podcast to a video like I'm doing now. That taps into various forms of learning. And when you give clients tactical action steps to take, that taps into that kinesthetic learner. So it's real easy if you just stop and look at it. But what it guarantees is that your clients are going to absorb that information and process it and take action on it much more rapidly, achieving greater results in their business or in their life. And as a result, you are going to get those raving reviews that you deserve for the quality content that you're putting out there. So that's my tip for today. I hope that that was helpful for you and that you will stay tuned for my next episode of Spotlight on Success, where my goal is to continue to bring you valuable tips and strategies to take your business to the next level, refine it, and achieve that peak performance that you are so capable of. Until next time, take care.